Hi everyone, Paraskeria. I'm Mr. Smith. It's Friday and today we're going to be looking at the parts of the body in Georgian. Skheulis Nats'ilebi. These parts of the body are going to be followed by a small workshop on specifically the head and also the words that compose the title of today's class. So, if you're ready, let's go. Slide 1, if you haven't already noticed, was in a separate video I released 2 days ago. I realized that to do a comprehensive video on Skheulis Nats'ilebi, I would also need Nats'ilebi for my videos. So Pirveli Nats'ili is already uploaded and it looks at the synonymous words for the body, Skheulis and T'ani. This is the poster, so that's the video, that's part 1. Now we're going to do the second part, which is Skheulis Nats'ilebi. Skheulis, just the body anatomically, Chemi Skheulis, and then Skheulis Nats'ilebi are the parts of the body here. Now let's take a look at the top. Tavi, Tavi, Tavi. Remember, in more fluent spoken Georgian by a native speaker, they might say Tawi, Tawi. You're going to hear it again. It's a question of frequency and fluency, really. It's very much now in my spoken vernacular, but just for training, ta-vi, okay? Head. Just like in English, we have headstrong, to head off, to head into trouble, to make headway, to head for, head over. So many things using the word head. In so many languages, Georgian is the same, and that's going to be the third part of our full body of work. The metaphors won't stop. So, shoulder, machari. Shoulder, machari. Your shoulders, mchrebi. Mchrebi. These are parts of the body. Remember, machare is a region and part of the country of Georgia. Macharebi are the regions of Georgia. So just remember, Machari, part of the body. Machare, part of the country. Here we have the arms, the chest, and the stomach. Now, my way of learning was k, and I'll explain why. This is your arm, okay? Mklavi, 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 mklavebi, mklavebi. This is your chest. You've only got one of them. Mkerdi. I'm grabbing the chest area. Mkerdi. Okay? Slightly down. Kuchi. Yeah? Kuchi. Kuchi. So, mklavi, mkerdi, kuchi. K. The other word, of course, not the organ, the stomach, but perhaps the abdominal area. Here is mutseli, mutseli. And perhaps if you had a stomach ache, for example, then it would be mutslis tkivili. Yep, mutslis tkivili. I remember the word evil when it comes down to ache. So if you've got a stomach ache, your abdomen hurts, then mutslis tkivili. Similarly, if your head hurts, tavis tkivili, headache. That now makes me think I should do a video about going to the doctor, but not yet. So anyway, these are the words we're going to be looking at. We're now going to move down the arm into the wrist. Maja, yeah, maja, maja. Wrist watch, Majis Saati. I already mentioned this in the video about telling the time. Majis Saati, and then Maja. Maja. Now links to the Kheli. Kheli, number 1. Khelebi. Both of your hands, okay? Kheli, Khelebi. One word you might hear, Marto Khela. Marto Khela is a person who is alone or perhaps lonely or even to some extent single, but definitely somebody, they might not have any companions. It's not a nice word necessarily, but it actually, the stem is from simply having one hand. No hands to help you. Marto, khela. Okay, let's take a look at their legs. Okay, one leg, pechi. Both legs, pechebi. Pechi, pechebi. And here we get into a strange situation. You're thinking, well, why is it called pechburti? Leg ball, right? And that is just something that we have to accept, that the leg area can often be in a certain synonymous way the foot area too. These are not necessarily disconnected in Georgian as we do in English. So pechburti, football. Pechi, leg. Pechebi, legs. If you are going to use the foot as an anatomical part of the body, then it's going to be terpi. Okay? Terpi. And then both of them, terpebi. Terpebi. Yep. There they are. The following slide now deals with the head and then the parts of the face. And so I'd like to begin actually with the brain. Here we have the brain, tvini. Okay? Tvini. And what we can't see is goneba. Okay? Goneba, the mind. And another thing I'd like to add is vena. Vein, as we can see here, from 1 to 2 in the diagram, is the same word as the capital city of Austria where I live. Vena. So vena, vein. Vena, Vienna. And the three, tavi, tvini, goneba. The next group are 4, and they come from the word sache, face. Sache, face. Sasachle, palace. Sacheli, your name, your first name. Sachli, your home. Sache, sasachle, sacheli, sachli. I think you should learn them together because when they're declined in verb forms, it's almost hard to see the wood from the trees when it comes down to it. So please learn them together as a group. The next two we're going to learn together, which will be the eye and the ear, because there is one confusing element here. Tvali, easy. Tvalebi, eyes, easy. Quri, ear. Quri, ear. What's confusing is that to watch in Georgian is qureba. Quri, qureba. If you are going to pay attention with your ear, qurageba. Qurageba. So again, just to troubleshoot with those two, make sure that you have them well practiced because of course it does actually cause some confusion. This shouldn't, just for fun. Skhviri, your nose. Viri is a donkey. So skhviri and viri. Something you can't see on this diagram, but you can see on my face. Cheek. Loka. Loka. Cheek. Loka. One thing you also cannot see. Tma. My hair. Chemi tma. Now your hair can be of many colors. It can be almost any color nowadays. So you can refer to my video on colors if you want to take a look at the list. My color is actually quite different. It's about my age. I'm going gray. So this one is chagara. Chagara. And that is going gray, basically graying hair as we get older. The next thing is going to be piri. You need a mouth to say piri. Your mouth. And your lips here, tuchi. 1. Tu chebi, your lips. Tuchi, number 1. Tu chebi, your lips. This, of course, at the bottom here, we've got our nikapi, your chin. And then last but not least is ena. I can't show you that one and talk. ena, which is, of course, tongue. But if we remember going right back to our class at the very beginning, Skheulis ena, body language. That is the last slide of today. Thank you very much for your attention. Next week, I hope we'll be live from Georgia because I'm leaving tomorrow morning. We're going to be looking at one verb only, back to grammar class, keteba. Keteba is the verb to make, to do, to produce, and many other variants which I'll let you know next week. Have a nice weekend and I'll see you then. Goodbye.